सरोज की बंदिश
Shri Hello, everybody. My name is Nepal.
And my name is Lolita. Hello.
So we'll be guiding you guys through today's meditation program. We're from San Diego, and I'm going to my last year of university right now as a film student.
And I'll be going into my first year of university at the University of San Diego, just graduate high school. We're so glad to be here with you all today.
So today's topic is going to be this magical thing that meditation allows you to do, where it makes life easier in a way. It lets you look at things through vibrations. You know, when you have a choice to make and you don't know what's right or what's wrong, or you really aren't sure what to do, you can use vibrations to make that choice and let it guide you through something. So we'll get into that later after some meditation, and our parents will also join us later for some music.
Mm-hmm. And so what this also does is it kind of establishes a guru principle in us. I'm sure you've heard of self-mastery and how valuable it is to know the choices that we're making and what they will do for us. So, yeah.
Okay. So Lolita is going to take us through a nice foot soak right now. So if you guys have your buckets with some salt, please prepare it and sit on your chair with the foot soak in front of you, and we'll begin very shortly.
I'll give you guys a few minutes in case your buckets aren't prepared. And so in case anyone hasn't done it before, there was a slide at the beginning showing kind of a directions on what to do with the foot soak. So just put a handful of salt in, have a towel with you, some rinsing water. Yeah. And for whoever's ready, we can place our feet inside. And so to begin this meditation, I always think it's best to really just calm down a little bit. Make sure you're sitting with your back straight, your hands open, your fingertips stretched out, so that you can really feel the energy as easily as possible. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Really try to go within yourself. Block out any distractions, any environmental distractions around you. And just focus on yourself in the present, in this foot soak. You take some deep breaths in and slowly let them out. And now we'll start this meditation, as I'm sure you guys, we've all been starting these meditations. We're going to raise our Kundalini with our left hand in front and our right hand circling around. And as we raise it, I really want you all to focus on the effect of this action. As you raise it above to the top of your head, and then you tie this knot at the top to really secure the energy there. I'll do this a second time. And we'll tie 2 knots. I'll do this the third. And tie 3. Now we're going to do the protective bandhan. So 7 times around our body with our right hand. Go all the way around. Big and powerful. I'm going to do this 7 times at your own pace. And so now that we've awakened the Kundalini energy in us to start this meditation, and we protected ourselves from all the negativities that could attack us, let's once again just sit with our back straight, our hands open on our laps. And try to find the peace in yourself. Now, of course, this can be difficult at the start of a meditation. So let's see the improvement toward the end. I want everyone to put both of their hands toward the Mother Earth, toward the ground below you. And the earth under us is a very strong source of energy. So here we're going to say Kundalini energy. Please give me the strength of the Mother Earth under me, of this earth that we walk on every day, this earth that gives us life, water, energy, this earth that gives us a home. And as your hands are toward the ground, try to feel the vibrations flowing between you and the ground, between your fingertips and the Mother Earth. And so the deity of the Mother Earth is Shri Adibhumi Devi. So let's say a mantra to Shri Adibhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So at the beginning of our meditation, it's always important to awaken the Kundalini, of course. And it's also important to awaken the first chakra. So now we're going to put our left hand on our lap. We're going to keep our right hand toward the ground. And we're going to say, Kundalini energy, please establish yourself in my first chakra. Please establish yourself as Shri Ganesha in me. Give me wisdom and discrimination. Please make me worthy of your attention. Please make me innocent so that I am in your attention. And try to keep your attention at the bottom of your spine where this first chakra is. And try to understand the meaning of wisdom, discrimination, and innocence, and what that means to you. Now, each of these qualities that we establish in ourselves correlates with the qualities of another chakra. So once we've manifested this divine wisdom, now we have to act on the choices that are presented to us. So we're going to put our attention on the chakra that's right at our stomach. You can open your hand nice and wide, just right above, over your belly button. And here we call this the void. Now, the void is our center of the guru principle, as we were talking, of self-mastery. And here we're going to say, Kundalini energy, please make me my own master. Please make me my own teacher, my own doctor, so that I can understand what is best for me. Because no one else can know what is right and what is wrong for my spirit, other than myself. And now with full confidence in each one of your words, say, I am my own guru, 10 times. If it helps to say it out loud, feel free to do so. Or just with your attention, I am my own guru. And as I just said, these choices are what's best for your spirit. They can bring you higher or they can bring you lower. And even though you might understand which choice leads you where, it's up to you what you decide to do. Now we're going to put our hand on the left side of our chest where our heart is. Now here lies the spirit. Once we've established our self-mastery, once we know what is right for us, it's only then can we heal our spirit. Can we take care of our spirit? So now here we're going to say Kundalini energy. I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am the pure spirit. And really try to understand the meaning behind these words. It is also here at the heart that we learn to love and to spread joy. And these are things that open the spirit. So additionally, let's say Kundalini energy. Let my heart expand and encompass the whole universe with love. Let me spread joy to those around me so that they too can feel this love. So that I can heal their spirit as well. Now I want you to bring both of your hands together, kind of in a cup shape, just like this, and bring it to the bottom of your spine where your first chakra lays, just in front of you. And just imagine that there's water in this cup. Now you're going to start at the very bottom and slowly raise this cup, this water, this cooling water, up your center energy channel. Bring it all the way up. And as you raise it, feel your Kundalini rising with you, with your hands. And you bring it to the top and spill that water on the top of your head. And feel as if it just cooled you down from all the negativities that you may have picked up throughout the day. You can do this again. As slow as you'd like. Spill that water. Just let it clean you. Just like the foot soak is doing. Cleansing us. I'm going to do the third time. And then after this last time, bring your left hand down and keep your right hand at the top. And press down on the top of your head with your fingers spread apart like this, your palm, pressing down on the center of your scalp. And rotate it clockwise. And feel the Kundalini sitting at the top now. And then you can raise your hand. And see the energy that it's giving you. You can go up or down with your hand to the side. As high as you can, see if you can still feel the energy up there. As close as you want. And when you're ready, you can bring your hands down on your lap. And here, just like the beginning, we're going to sit for just a few seconds with ourselves in peace and quiet. And let the water that your feet are in absorb any negativities in you. Now, in the same way that we started this meditation, we're going to raise our Kundalini again. Bring it up to the top and tying a knot. Two knots. And three. Now for the protection. Seven times. You can relax. Okay, so I'll go over a little bit of some of the things we touched up on. I wanted to focus on our void because today's topic is kind of the choices that we make and how we use these vibrations and this energy in us to decide those things and how we go about those things. So Nepal and I are going to share a few experiences that we've had in which we've kind of just let these vibrations guide us. And because we've been well, I don't know if we didn't mention this before, but we both have been doing this our whole lives. Since we've been born. Nepal is 21. I'm about to be 18. So quite a long time. So we try to really make the best use of this meditation that we do. And I personally feel that it's very useful in daily life, in the decisions we make, because those decisions lead us to the rest of our life. So yeah, I guess I can start. Don't mind. So as an incoming university student, recently especially, I've had many major decisions. One being what university I'm going to choose. So in the application process, you apply to all these schools, then a percentage of them accept you, and then from those you get to choose one. Now, this university is actually right by where I live, and that's not at all where I expected myself to be. I thought maybe a different country, at least a different state. But one day, specifically, I kind of sat down with all the options that I had been accepted into. And the moment that I came to this realization, I was sitting in my room and I looked around and I said, I love this home that I have, this room, my dog, my family, and I'm not ready. I don't necessarily need to run away from it yet. And I kind of made my peace with the idea of staying here, which is something that I did not even think of as a possibility. So the next day, my parents and I, we had put all our options together. And what we do, my family, is we write them down on a piece of paper because it kind of makes it, tangible.
A physical, tangible.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it like you can see those options. It makes it a little easier for us, especially when we're looking all together, which we prefer to do. So we had those all written down, and then we would kind of put our attention, which is something that we were talking about, your attention, because it can be as strong, if not more powerful than the actions that you do. So we put our attention on each of the options, and you can feel what feels right. It's kind of hard to ignore, even when you want one thing to work out, you know in yourself what the right choice is. So we sat there, and it was University of San Diego on the paper that we all felt the most cool vibrations, we could say. And then I had come to my peace, and here I am. And I could not be happier, because I look at all my other options now and I know that they were not the right choice. So yeah, that's quite a major major decision in my life.
It's like another tool in your toolbox, It's this way to make things simpler and to kind of ease your mind when you're making a choice. I'm going to give an example based on school as well, but I also work and I make a lot of my choices at work, which clients to take on, how to approach a conflict or a problem, all through this, because like it's so simple. Just take a piece of paper and you write down your options and you open your hands. Is it cool or is it warm, and how do you feel? And doing this with other people who meditate is the best way to do it, because that way there's multiple opinions, multiple people feeling it, and you can just be sure that what you're doing is the right choice. And I'm gonna give a quick example as well for me. So currently I'm at NYU for film, and that literally only happened because of a little miracle that happened many years ago, where we had moved to San Diego, and I had no idea what high school to go to. I knew I loved film, but there was no film programs being promoted at any of the schools. I had no idea where I wanted to go. And so we wrote down like the 5 or 6 high schools in this area, and we checked. We call it checking vibrations. We opened our hands, asked Mother Kundalini, what is best for me? Where am I gonna find the best version of myself? Where am I gonna feel the happiest? And we found a school that's called, the name doesn't matter. We found a school, and so we said, okay, sounds good. We felt cool. It felt great, and I signed up the next day. And the day I signed up, turns out there's this incredibly massive film program at the school, like something beyond any of my dreams, something beyond anything I could have ever imagined. And it's not advertised anywhere, and the only way we were able to find it was through these vibrations. And for the next 4 years of high school, I made the most use of that possible. I started a company in high school. I made commercials, and basically it all happened because of that one moment where we just surrendered it to Mother Kundalini and these vibrations. Because at that point we had no idea what was best. And here I am now, finishing college, with that as a stem from that same choice. So you can apply this to anything, whether it's a personal choice, a big choice. Another way you can also do it is just putting your attention to it. You can just think about something, open your hands up, and see what you're feeling on your fingertips. See what fingers are feeling what. I'm sure you guys have been through some programs where they talk about the different chakras, what they mean, and yeah, that's kind of that's kind of our little story with checking vibrations and
Yeah.
following them.
Yeah, and so the papers are just an example, but as Nepal said, it's really just inside you. So you can just open your hands and you'll know. And yeah, so another thing is we do have the mentors, so you can of course talk to them in your breakout rooms as well. For now, we're going to go ahead and open a talk of Shri Mataji, which will touch on this topic as well.
You see, in Sahaja Yoga, you are not given any mantra or anything. There's nothing like giving you into a big course, like teaching you one after another any mantra or anything. It's not like that. What you have to know, where the kundalini is, how it is moving, where it is, what is the chakra catching, and what is the mantra. It doesn't take anything. Hardly it takes about a week for you to understand the whole thing. But gradually, as you start using it, you become proficient and you know how to do it for yourself and for others. There is not much of a thing like a child. When he comes up a little age, it starts picking up language because he has a built-in capacity to create sound. And he does it. In the same way, once you get it, when you get the cool breeze in your hand, you learn it by using it. You understand it yourself. You become yourself quite proficient, and you will be amazed how fast you learn this. You don't have to learn it just like a science book or anything. Just start learning it that this is the chakra it is catching, because now, say, for example, this chakra is catching. Right side. Now there's a mantra for this is of Shri Krishna. Say this chakra is catching. Here, then this is a mantra of Jesus Christ. Like that. You must know the mantras and the chakras. But the chakras you just know as absolutely a knowledge which is built in your nerves. You just feel it. This gentleman is saying it's hot here. Alright, what is that? Hot here means what? That the Sahasrara at the left side. First it was the Sahasrara on the right side. Now on the left side is there. So that means there is a mantra for that. And that one must be used. If you use that mantra, this will be cleared. Alright? That is how you have to know. And that's why I said it takes time for people sometimes to establish, because first you have to know it and then use it. Come along. Are you come for the first time? Alright, come along. Come along this side. So it is not a difficult thing. It is not at all a difficult thing to learn. It's very easy. You can pick it up in no time. As soon as you start using your hands on other people, please be seated. Please be seated. All right. Just see them, some people come along. Now these people say, who are the latest who have come to Sahaja Yoga? Let's say, the latest ones. Say those who have come about a month back. See, he came back, she came back only 1 month back. And
this is his first time.
He was there on Monday.
Okay, he was there on Monday.
Monday, all right. He's got it. But you see, have you been giving vibrations now?
Yeah.
In 1 month, it's done. So you can imagine. And you know about the chakras now? About the mantras? Yes. See? That's it. It's very simple. If you pay attention to it, you can do it much faster. There are many people who are here within a month, 1 month's time. They picked up so many things. Many. Within 1 month's time. You sure are. Because you become the knowledge. You start feeling it on your fingers, you know this is the chakra. If this finger is, say, burning, that means your left heart is catching. If your left heart is catching, then you know because it's burning. There's nothing to go to the books or anything to find out, it's just burning, it's there. Isn't it? That means the left heart is catching. Now only you have to know why when the left heart is catching, the decoding only. What does that mean? Your hands will speak, Christ has said. Alright? They will speak. I am just decoding it. Now you see for yourself it is true or not. What does that mean? Left heart means there's a problem on the heart. Maybe the person is over hardworking. He has forgotten about his spirit. The mantra is you have to say I am the spirit for left heart. It's so simple. Because you have forgotten about your spirit, you are more on the right side in the sense you are more you are an extrovert and more attention is outside, not towards your spirit. Left heart is catching. You start understanding Sahaja Yoga so well when your vibrations are steady. Now this finger, this is catching. Now this is catching means the person has been to somebody who is unauthorized in spiritual life. Anything. Say ESP, you call it EST, then you have got parapsychology, even psychology. Then you have got other things like all these gurus, false gurus, you can say this aura business. What else is there? Just now he was telling. Supernatural and undernatural and all these things, all alternatives you can think of. Anything you can think of, all these things, and the books and the lamas and the dhammas and everything. Even people who go sort of adhere to a church too much or adhere to Catholicism again, because they are not connected with God and they are unauthorized. But if you have been to a real guru, then immediately I will know. You won't have this problem and ascent will be very fast if you have been to real guru. But how many are real these days? In the market only those who are marketing are there, isn't it? In the market only the buyers and the shopkeepers. It's a marketplace now. So the real gurus are not to be seen. There are, of course I know there are many real gurus also. But wherever they are not in the market. I am the only person fighting them and telling them off. See, none of them are willing to come down or to concede to anything. They said these human beings are hopeless. They said 12 years you work, mother, then we'll come down. They want me alone to fight the whole thing. Doesn't matter. So now it's a marketplace in which there are buyers and there are simple, naive customers. They just put such absurd things like somebody says, all right, I want to sell a big palace with this and that and all that. Only you have to deposit 2,000 pounds. All right. People will be quite willing to do, oh, what a bargain, let's pay 2,000. And the palace may belong to the queen. If you go there and ask them which palace you want to say, this is the palace and that belongs to the queen, you say. This is unauthorized. Unauthorized people who have nothing to do with God, who claim that they have something to do with God, is false, and that's why they catch on this finger. And what do? They use all these techniques. These techniques are called in Sanskrit language as avidya. Avidya means non-knowledge. You can say that is not knowledge. Something anti-knowledge, anti-God. This is anti-God. So for that the mantra is Shuddha Vidya, means the pure technique is the mantra. Pure technique is the mantra. Pure means the one that comes from the spirit. Now what they are doing is the pure technique because it's flowing in them. If they are moving their hand, there is a power flowing through them and they are working it out. It's not just a acrobatic thing that is going on. So the pure knowledge, for example, the way they are raising these candles now in my presence, and they themselves are realized souls, it's working out. So this is the pure vidya, is the pure knowledge and pure technique. And those who have not done this have gone to such people, they have put their heads before them, kneeled before them, have done something that should not have been done. So this is it. And that's how if you catch on this thumb, left hand, that means a person has been to somebody like that. But with that, if you have any catch on this void or void here in the stomach part, this is left swadhisthana, is placed here down below, which moves like that all over, and this becomes right Swadhisthana this side. Now supposing a person catches all round here, is void, and all round here. Is called as the void. We call it void. It's not the Zen void, but the void is the crossing point, which is the viscera, is the stomach part. Where abdomen, you can call it, abdomen part. And this part, if it is catching, that means these are the 10 principles of the Guru. If this is catching, means you have hurt your principle of Guru, your principle of a master. That means you have gone to some very wrong master. If this is catching, that means that. Now, just now as they said, his void is catching. The Kundalini will be wobbling there. You can see it with your own eyes also. You can see the Kundalini, just poor things pulsating there. You can see the whole stomach going into a trauma. And then you have to say the mantra of the primordial master. Anyone you can do it. See, Guru Nanak's name you can take, Muhammad's name you can take, all of them are prophets. Moses' name, Abraham, all these are there. So if you take their names, the Kundalini can be brought up. You can strengthen that part. Then the Kundalini is pushed up. So all these so-called yogas, also like physical yoga. Now in the physical yoga, you will catch this finger, this one, and this finger. This ring finger here, and this finger. This is heart. Means you are paying too much attention to your physical thing. Anybody who is working also physically too much can also catch this. Plus this, because when you go into action too much, also as a result of that, the fumes of your action create your ego. This is one of the biggest problems of the West. You see, they are not aware that they have a ego. But after realization, they start seeing the balloon bloating like this. They see that, and then they come and tell me, Mother, I am catching on my right arm. It's a very delicate stuff. You can't tell anybody you have got ego, that will have it, you see. So you have to be very careful when you are talking to them. But actually, so many people felt there is ego in them, so they took to. Even people, when they feel they have too much ego, they take to alcoholism because they are frightened of themselves. They can't just bear, they want to escape that point. So people are quite conscious. But after realization, it becomes a complete understanding, because you start feeling a little pain sometimes in this finger, you feel a pain here, and you know that you have got this Mr. Ego just coming up. So then you know how to twist it and take it out. How to bring it out. So you start understanding yourself and you start understanding others. I don't have to tell. You know yourself. Now we have certain things like we use vibrated water for clearing your void. Now what is vibrated water? It is nothing that but these divine vibrations are put into it. And they go and start bombarding that area and try to improve it. We have cured so many people of stomach cancers and all those things with it. Even we can cure what you call blood cancers and things with Sahaja Yoga. So many have been cured. You can cure. You can do. No problem. You can do. But what one has to do to be steadily moving about with Sahaja Yoga. Now for example, you have a conception about Christ. Say for example, you have. Now that conception may not be the real conception of Christ. May not be. Maybe. So keep your eyes open. Now what I say in Sahaja Yoga, you can verify it. But do not deny it. First verify it. Supposing you go as a scientist, you have to go and see for yourself, isn't it? You just don't deny at the gate door, this cannot be true. Because whatever you know is your own conception. Get inside. Alright. Now when you get inside, keep your eyes open and see for yourself. And then once you start seeing it, that's the best way, is knowing. Because what you see is through your vibratory awareness. For example, now you want to ask a question, say, Mother, is there God? Just ask a question thrice and you'll find the vibrations will increase. It's a fact. But if you ask about TM, you may get even burning. Vibrations will stop. Better ask about God so that we have vibration.
Okay. So if you haven't already, rinse your feet with the rinsing water you have, dry them off, and put your foot soak bucket to the side. And for those of you that have, we're going to sit for 2 or 3 minutes and just absorb everything that you just heard. Let's sit in silent meditation. So now that our parents have joined us too, we're going to sing some songs for you all.
And please continue to meditate when we sing our first song, Kundalini Kundalini. You can keep your hands open and meditate. Kundalini, Kundalini, Nirmala Mata, Mata, Nirmala Shakti, Bhagavati, Nirmayavati, Adi Shakti, Nirmala Devi, Nirmala Mata, Mataji. Kundalini, Kundalini, Nirmala Mata, Mata, Jai Nirmala Shakti, Bhagavati, Nirmayavati, Adi Shakti, Nirmala Devi, Nirmala Mata, Mataji. And now please try to understand the vibrations in your hands through this song, through Mother Kundalini. You may feel cool breeze in your hands. This is your Mother Kundalini. Now we will sing our second song, Haribol. This song is especially for our fifth energy center. Haribol, Haribol, Hari Haribol, 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 Hari Haribol, Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol, Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol, Keshava Madhava Govinda Bol, Keshava Madhava Govinda Bol, Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol, Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Hey! Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Hey! Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol, Keshava Madhava Govinda Bol, Keshava Madhava Govinda Bol, Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol, Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. I hope you enjoyed our songs. These are songs to awaken the joy of the spirit. We call them bhajans. And it was so beautiful to sing to you with all our family. I'm Arda, and my wife is Jana, and you already know Nepal and Lalita.
Okay. So we're gonna do another short meditation. So let's all sit on the ground or on your chairs or wherever you're comfortable. Your back straight, hands on your lap. Once more, we're gonna raise our Kundalini. So we're gonna use our right hand or on our left hand. And create the first knot. Create the second knot. And finally the third knot. And let's give ourselves bandhan, meaning the shield, 7 times. In this meditation, we're going to focus on our left side, our right side, and a few essential chakras for balancing ourselves. Let's start by putting our right hand on the ground, left hand on the lap. Here, from the bottom of our hearts, let's say, Mother Kundalini, please come into my left side. Please allow me to calm down my left side, to make peace with the past, my worries, my troubles, and to allow myself to learn from the past. But at the end of the day, move on. Mother Kundalini, please help me to balance my left side. While we're here, pay close attention to your hand that's on the ground. See if you can feel some sort of connection between your palm and the Mother Earth. Now see how you feel on your left hand that's open on your lap. In your fingertips, in your palm. Could be a tingling, a warm, a cool. Now let's bring our right hand to the lap, our left hand in the air, right next to your ear. And now we're focused on the right side. Once again, in our hearts, let's ask, Mother Kundalini, please come into my right side. Please cool down my right side. Allow me to stop worrying about the future, the stresses of tomorrow, or the day after. Please allow me to take things one step at a time, one problem at a time, one activity at a time. Please keep me in a state of awareness, but calmness, and please protect me. Once again, shift your attention between the two hands. See what you're feeling. And if you can feel a connection to anything, whether it's the air or just a feeling in your fingertips. And bring your hand back to your lap. Now we're going to focus on the void, as we mentioned before. So take your right hand and we're going to give a bandhan, which means just circling the vibrations through that chakra. And we're going to say a mantra called the Guru Mantra.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Shri Mataji Nirmalama, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Once more.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru
Now let's bring our attention to our heart, where we can put our right hand on our heart. Now let's say in our hearts, Mother Kundalini, please come into my heart chakra. Please help me to understand fearlessness, to be courageous in the face of anything, and to feel love towards everything. Please help me to open up my heart chakra so that nothing can bother me, and I may be above all issues, all dilemmas, and all pains. Really focus on your heart. Now let's bring our right hand to our forehead. This is an extremely important chakra. And in our hearts, we're going to ask, Mother Kundalini, please come into my Agya chakra. And this next part, really say with your full heart, please allow me to forgive everybody, everything, and most especially, allow me to forgive myself. Please allow me to forgive everybody, everything, and most especially myself. Now let's bring that hand to the top of our head. Let's massage clockwise. Seven times. Really push down, moving your scalp. Now raise your hand a few inches above your head. You can move it up and down, left and right. Try to find that spot where you can feel your sahasrara, that connection with the Kundalini. It could almost feel like a string pulling your hand up, or a breeze pushing your hand up. Now let's check with the left hand. And once again, to end our meditation, let's raise our Kundalini 3 times. And give ourselves Bandha.
Okay.
Well, thank you all for meditating with us. And I guess we have a few more things to go through.
We do have some announcements.
Mhm.
So, okay, let me get closer. So for Thursday's meditation, the topic will be that when we don't react, we maintain our inner balance. In a state of witnessing, we allow the truth of a situation to emerge, and we call this witness state. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. I hope you all were able to absorb our topic today for making your own choices and using the vibrations to do that.
And if you want a mentor to help you through anything or to get deeper into any questions you might have or anything really, you can type in the chat for a mentor, and I guess somebody who's experienced in meditation will come and guide you through some stuff. And all our recordings are on the website, so you guys can find this recording again or any of the other many recordings that have happened. And yeah, it's at freemeditation.com, that link. And oh, Spanish, if you want, if you speak Spanish, there are Spanish breakout rooms, so just write in the chat request and we will help you find that.
Yeah. Yeah, as it says, please type in the chat if you want that mentor, and we will play some music for you all to sit in silent meditation. And thank you so much for having us.
Yeah,
everyone.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.